Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Today, we're just gonna sit back, relax, and talk about Call of the Dead. If you hadn't noticed, I released Call of the Dead 101 this week. This is something that I've been putting off, and then I realized that this could be an incredibly easy series to do, so I did it in basically like 2 or 3 days. And so I kind of just wanted to talk about my experience with Call of the Dead, because this map has been so hyped up for me. You know, I've heard this is Mr. T Lexify's absolute favorite map. I've heard so many good things about the cast of this map, and this is just an absolute classic. This is some people's favorite map. And I went in with pretty high expectations of just loving the simplicity of the map and really falling in love with it. And honestly, I gotta say, that didn't quite happen. What I did find, however, was a really nice, casual, simple, just turn off your brain and enjoy killing zombies map. There are some things that Call of the Dead just hits home so well. Call of the Dead has some pretty fun wonder weapons, some unique wonder weapons. Let's talk about that first. The VR11 turning zombies into people. It's entertaining, it's a cool concept, and I imagine when Call of the Dead came out, it was just this mind-blowing thing in the zombies world. Of course, we had teleporters and monkey bombs, but like way back in the Black Ops 1 days, we're curing people of the zombie disease, you know? It's like, that's such a cool, neat little thing to do. It's fun to use that, even if it's not all that effective in any way whatsoever other than calming down George. The Scavenger. Really didn't think I'd like this wonder weapon, but this is one of the coolest wonder weapons, at least feeling wonder weapons. Not looking, maybe not in the presentation wise. Maybe if we got a remaster of Call of the Dead, they can make up the special effects to look cool, but like the sound, specifically the sound of the Scavenger, that implosion, that boom, once it explodes, really satisfying, really cool, really fun to clear whole hordes with that. That's awesome. So that's fun. Something that I thought I would have a different opinion on is George, because everybody was like, oh, I love Call of the Dead, hate George. Oh, George is one of the worst boss zombies ever. In my experience, you can just train around him. Like you can get decently close to him without him going berserk, and if you got Mule Kick, then you can have your VR11 and your Scavenger and your ray gun, then you're pretty much fine. I mean, I really didn't have a problem with George. I killed him a couple times even, you know, I was like, it's pretty simple to deal with him. I mean, I thought him being there in the training spot would be annoying, but no, you can pretty much survive round after round with him just being right there. I mean, it's kind of sometimes annoying when he's in the way, but ultimately it's not that big of a deal to me. I mean, it wasn't to me. I mean, I've trained in much worse spots than this and found more success. So George, not that big of an issue. I actually find him kind of funny when he's so many different quotes of just like being calm, and he's all just talks like this, and I'm not gonna hurt you, and it's just, he's a great character. I like him as a boss zombie. One of my personal favorites. Didn't think it'd be that way. That does lead me to the training spot. You will also notice I didn't do a setup guide, and I didn't do a high round strategy 101 for Call of the Dead, because I feel like those would be pretty short and pointless videos. I mean, the setup guide is just kind of like, get points by your perks and then pack-a-punch your weapons. Like, it's just kind of basic zombies at its core, you know? So I don't know how much basic setup is there. I mean, I might, you know, in the future when I'm cleaning up this series and stuff. But for the high round strategy, this is one of the most iconic and honestly one of the best training spots if you're learning how to train. This is really going to be a training spot that I focus on and feature a lot in the future when I'm teaching you guys how to train and be more advanced with your training and that sort of stuff. There are so many different techniques that you can use. I mean, of course it's just a big circle, but you can figure 8, you can cut back. Adjusting to the zombies in this game and this map is just really fun and rewarding. It's that sort of training where you just you go with the flow. It was really rewarding. Even in the mid-20s, it was like, nah, I'm having fun, just relaxing, training, having a good time. It was one of the easiest training spots, but it still wasn't like too easy. I never felt like I was like, oh, I'm just turn off my brain like that one, like the sewer system in Shaolin Shuffle, you know, or it's just like this big open area. You know, it wasn't quite like that. It was just restrictive enough to make you think, but not too restrictive that you were screwed over easily. So overall, my impressions of Call of the Dead are overwhelmingly positive. I mean, this is a great, well, I mean, it's a good map. It's a really, really solid map. At the core foundation of what Zombies is, this is it. This is Zombies 101 right here. If you're looking for it, this is the map that is the blueprint of every single Zombies map forward. That being said, here's what I appreciate even more about Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 now that I've played Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead may be the best blueprint for zombies, but I found myself so incredibly bored. The wonder weapon was in the box, there was no side Easter eggs other than like the musical Easter egg. Pack-a-Punch was tied to the power, and the power was just a power switch because, you know, it's the blueprint of zombies and everything, and that's basically it. That says you activate the musical Easter egg, you get your weapons out of the box, get your perks, that's it. And I really just appreciate the growth. You know, sometimes, a lot of the time, you hear people like, oh, they've made zombies so complicated, they've thrown too much stuff into zombies, it's all confusing and convoluted and tedious, where's the fun of killing zombies anymore? That just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it does. It really does. From an outside perspective, I see why people say that, but from somebody who's played Black Ops 3, from somebody who's invested so much time into learning the more complicated and nuanced and deep level maps, I love that. I love the fact that I have a plethora of different options to do on Dead of the Night. I love the fact there are so many different side Easter eggs of Shadows of Evil that some games I might not even do. I don't upgrade trip mines, I don't upgrade my sword, I don't upgrade, you know, the Civil Protector every single game of Shadows of Evil, because I don't need to. But if I do want to do something, if I'm wanting that cognitive mental gymnastics to do, it's there presented to me. And I wish that the players who say that zombies is too complicated now, that we should go back to the days of Black Ops 1 zombie maps like Call of the Dead, and that would fix zombies and that would make everybody happy. I wish they understood how just that can't happen, that can't work, because if a map like Call of the Dead was released again with the same amount of content, with the same amount of side Easter eggs and dynamics, the community would be lit even more on fire than it already is, because that would be such a content lacking map that we wouldn't know what to do with. I think Black Ops 1 maps are an amazing set of maps. I think it's the top 3 zombie game in my opinion. It has, like I've been saying, Black Ops 1 maps are the blueprint of what the basic core fundamental of zombies should be. However, I do truly believe that we are in a new age. Ever since back half of Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and now Black Ops 4, zombies did need to innovate. It did need to add on these dynamics and to build on its features. And I am just so happy that they did, because the maps we have now are fantastic, and going back to Call of the Dead, seeing the good parts about it really did reinforce the great parts about what zombie maps are today. It would be a dream. I don't know if you guys have seen in this video or not, but it would be a dream of mine to have these classic maps like Call of the Dead and Transit Buried and Die Rise reimagined into Black Ops 4, given the treatment that Classified and Mob of the Dead, Blood of the Dead has been. The same map with even more content and an even bigger playable space. I think if we did that, if Call of the Dead had just an extra area, different side quests, you know, a shield, a Pack-a-Punch, an actual Pack-a-Punch quests, double Pack-a-Punch attributes and specialists, I think that would make Call of the Dead an even bigger, better map, and a more modern map for more modern zombie audiences. But all that being said, of course, I just need to reiterate, I love Call of the Dead. It's a great, simple, standard zombies experience that one of these days I'm going to be bored, not knowing what to do, all my projects are going to be done, and be like, well, I just want to kill some zombies, and I'll think about Call of the Dead. And eventually one day, once I do Transit Buried, Die Rise, and Nuketown 101, I will do a big long ranking every single zombies map from worst to best, and Call of the Dead is definitely not going to be at the bottom of that list. So anyway, that's all I have time for you guys today. Thank you guys so much. If you made it this far, by the way, thank you. This was a casual commentary. I haven't done one of these in a while. Every other commentary has been a little bit more focused and structured. So if you made it this far into the video, hopefully I've earned a like. And if you didn't like this video, I guess you can comment down. Let me know what content you would like to see. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next absolutely beautiful Zombies morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.
As I damn the dead, I'm trying to survive.